You don't spend your money, so come and bust a wine. Walk up to BS cause it's carnival time. Don't make nobody take what your money done buy. Go ahead and walk up. Go ahead and walk up. Go ahead and walk up. Don't make nobody stop you. Go ahead and walk up. Go ahead and walk up. Go ahead and...
All right. Good evening and good night, and welcome to the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. It is Thursday, October 10th, 2019. My name is David, a.k.a. Kimba, a.k.a. Christian, alongside
Bingy Soup.
Yeah, so we back.
Live and direct.
This is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. until. We do have a telephone number, 340-201-9005. You can hit us up via text or just give us a call on that number. Our email address is streaming live from the VI at yahoo.com. Our website is streaming live from the VI.com. What else we got? Check us out on Facebook for all our recorded live shows. Soup, you ready?
Yes, I.
Bless that mic, man.
I read him from His Majesty's speeches. The ultimate challenge. When I spoke at Geneva in 1936, there was no precedent for the head of state addressing the League of Nations. I am neither the first nor will I be the last head of state to address the United Nations, but only I have addressed both the League and this organization in this capacity. The problems which confront us today are equally unprecedented. There are no counterparts in human experiences. Men search the pages of history for solutions for the precedents, but there are none. This then is the ultimate challenge. Where are we to look for our survival, for the answers to the questions which have never been posed? We must first look to the Almighty Creator, who has raised man above the animals and endowed him with intelligence and reason. We must put our faith in him, that he will not desert us or permit us to destroy humanity, which he created in his image. We must look into ourselves, into the depth of our souls. We must become something we have never been, and for which our education and experience and environment have ill-prepared us. We must become bigger than we have been, more courageous, greater in spirit, larger in outlook. We must become members of a new race, overcoming petty prejudice, owing our ultimate allegiance not to nations, but to our fellow men within the human community.
Yes, sir, Soup. Thanks for that.
Yes, I.
And as we roll on here, we do have a special guest in the studio. His name is Khadijo. There he is, man. Wave to the crowd. You
Yes.
are here,
Greetings,
there,
everybody.
and everywhere, man. So welcome back.
Yes, brother.
Thanks for hailing us up, reaching out to us to come and talk to us again about the music industry, what you've been doing, what you got going on. So how you doing, my brother?
So I'm good. I'm here to promote my new single, Mystify My Love.
Okay.
And it's a bit different from what I've done before, which was mainly instrumental music,
Okay.
using the vibraphone and the batter drums and other things.
Okay.
So this time I said I wanted, because the thing about doing music, you don't ever want to repeat yourself. And I really despise the idea of rushing to put out an album this year and then bragging that you're putting out another one next year and another one. But when you listen to the albums or the singles, they all sound very similar in terms of the format.
Yes.
Your verse, chorus, bridge, maybe chorus again or whatnot.
Yes.
But when you listen to the album in general, you don't hear any growth, because you can compare it to the last one.
The last one.
And chances are you haven't had that time to say, okay, well, let's expand on doing something totally different. Maybe it's because the artist deliberately want to do it that way. But, my music is meant as a tool to enlighten people.
Yes,
And
I.
you grow from level to level. As Soup said, we have to become bigger at what we do. We got to do something that ignites the spark in what we need to do as humans. You're only here for a short while on Earth.
Yes.
So do something that is significant. It doesn't have to be extraordinary, but let it be significant in terms of that's what you contributed.
Okay.
And that's how I see the whole aspect of music moving from one wave of music to another and to another and to
Okay.
another until I can't do it anymore.
Okay.
So Khadijo, what inspired you to change your format on this single here?
In this format, well, there's a lot of things. I wanted to go, you can go right or you could go left. If you go too far left, you lose people's understanding of music, because in modern times now, you know, people are reading just the headline. They just only want to see what's on there. Yeah, exactly. And then they'll figure out or interject their own opinion. Like, say, for instance, you're on Facebook and it says, "Fat man eat himself to death." Then immediately you're not reading what really caused the problem. You're just going to read, you know, and then you go down and comment. People are into just getting the little bit of information. That's if you go too far to the left. When you go too far to the right, you risk, you know, alienating, knowing that, oh, people know what you do, and you become, how you say, predictable. And when you become predictable, then you're in a slippery slope to go further down, because you're only doing what is necessary to keep the crowd coming to you.
Right.
Yes, you have to do it, but your artistry
Is being compromised.
is suffered and compromised because you're just only following a trend. What is it? What's that old saying? You fall for everything, but you don't stand
Not for nothing.
Stand for
Right,
no- yeah.
and it's
That's
a
right.
true thing.
That's
It's a
right.
true thing in music, and you've seen it with music even today, for in all genres of music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So you were here, we were talking about this before the show. You were here after the hurricane with two other artists.
Yes.
So what have you been doing since then? Because I see you on Facebook. You're doing little shows here and there. I just saw this past weekend you were in church playing
Yeah.
sort of the big
organ.
The big organ.
I
So-
play 9 instruments, which is kind. Some people say, "Wow, that's phenomenal," but you know, the thing about me is like, I don't have time to go to the club and go run the streets and all kind of thing. I go home and focus and read and do things to
To make
better myself,
yourself, yeah.
right? Because nobody gonna do it for you, you know.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nobody gonna do it for you. You gotta do it yourself. But if you're focusing on other things, then that's your thing. You know, if that's what makes you happy, that doesn't make me happy. I focus on what, you know, is gonna help me grow. You know, to enlighten my mind. I gotta fill my mind. This is a big brain. I gotta fill it up with something.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing since I had my friend Yoshe and Elise, that album, that EP album, we've done that, and that's sort of like something that I've never done before, using that their contribution, which was
Okay.
the saxophone and the flute
And the flute,
stuff like
yes.
that. Right. In my past music before, I haven't done that.
Okay.
So this time now, I'm into hearing the vocals and seeing what the vocals, you know,
How it sound.
Right, because I've been doing poetry, but I'm mainly an instrumental guy. I don't really sing. I can coach the person into what words would fit the right rhythm and the notes in
Okay.
terms of what they're singing.
Okay.
Because sometimes singers don't understand that. They just want to sing and fill everything into the one phrase that
Yeah.
they're trying to do, and they need to be coached in doing that.
Yes.
So I help in doing that, and that's sort of what helped with Kendra's contribution to my work.
Okay.
She struggled with it a bit in the beginning,
Okay.
and I had the idea musically of the theme, "Mystify My Love," ba-da-ba. And she said, okay, well, she needed more background information in terms of, and I just gave her the information and said, well, you know, this is what it is, because the idea I was thinking was a person is falling in love with somebody else, but the female, she's unsure if she wants to go through with the process of
See.
linking with the brother.
Okay.
We're all familiar
sir.
with
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
you know, once the female saw that this brother moving different from her past lovers, she's like, wow, you're really, you know, making me think and reconsider that I shouldn't just cast away love and just say all of them, or generalize everybody
sir.
into one. So you're really mystifying me, because you're making me you're blowing my mind
Right,
in
yeah.
terms of thinking what I should be doing or what
Okay.
I should be thinking about this time around.
Okay.
So you both wrote the song together? Or
Yeah, we both wrote the song together, but of course she had more input in terms of the words,
Okay.
and I had more input in terms of the melody. So it works hand in hand, you know.
Okay.
As it is.
Well, tell us. Introduce the young lady.
So
and how
Kendra,
you met her.
Kendra Young is a female singer here in St. Croix. I met Kendra. I did a performance with the YGT group up at Government House, and she sang the national anthem and the VI national song. And her voice was captivating enough that I said, listen, stop this foolishness and introduce yourself to this young lady and make something happen.
Okay.
Now, it's not to say that, you know, she's the only female I approach. I approach others, but they were busy with their things that they were doing.
Yeah.
And Kendra was open to the idea of, yeah, we could work together in terms of
Yeah.
what do you want to do. From there on, we didn't really click in terms of time to work on anything because, you know, she was doing her thing at her job and I was doing my thing at my job, teaching and everything. And then we developed a relationship where the time we did a Christmas presentation or something like that, and she said, listen, I need a piano player because I play piano as well. And she's like, yeah, can you do it for me? And you know, it's sort of like one hand wash the
Yes,
other.
yes,
You know, you help me to get, and I give you more exposure in terms of people.
Yes.
And what artist would turn that down?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know, it's, you don't go into the music for the love of money. You're gonna make the money, whatever it is you're striving for. You're gonna make it, but you want to capture the audience into your craft and your artistry and keep them there. That's why we got people like my mother still listens to, you know, old country westerns artists and all of that, and she's able, when she hears it on the TV or on the radio,
Right.
she's able, because she was captivated by that music at that time, and it never left. Whatever the artist transmitted through their message, it kept her a fan for life. And that's what we as artists need to do, to think about longevity instead of the time now.
Yes. Living in the moment.
Right.
So what kind of singer is she? I mean, is she R&B or gospel?
She is, I would say she's a gospel singer.
Okay.
Because she likes gospel music.
Okay.
She has done some R&B and she has done some pop stuff, and she has done a lot of performances at Island Center and throughout the islands at weddings and functions of
Okay.
sorts.
Okay.
So she's well known throughout
Okay.
the community,
Okay.
and that's what people like myself gravitate to. You know, I need to be around artists that are known and they're well versed in their artistry and craft.
Okay.
So
okay.
she was a fine fit for the job, and I said, okay,
Yeah.
let's roll with it.
Let's forward it. Okay.
Yeah.
So Khadijo, where do you see the music going here in St. Croix? And our
Well,
whole-
here's the thing: the music here in St. Croix, and a lot of people ask me this question. The music here in St. Croix, it's going, but it's not going further enough. Case in point, we have artists that are not knowledgeable about where they should be going with their artistry, what they should be doing, and how they can craft it for longevity.
Right.
You know, they're sort of just following a fad, a
A
trend.
trend.
Yeah, that is, you know, probably not sustainable in what they think it is, you know, 10 years from now, because you get older.
Right.
You know, let's take a person for right now, Beyonce. The way she sings now, she's not going to sound 20 years down the road. So she has to adjust her artistry and craft in terms of what she's going to do. And everybody has done it, from James Brown all the way, Sade. Every artist has done that. And what young artists today need to figure out is, what am I doing now that I know can last even if I'm 50 or 60 or even 70? Because we got some people like they're
course.
out there that are doing it till 70.
70, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So what can I do that's going to last? This ain't going to be something that is fun now because I'm young.
Right.
You got to think about it in longevity, unless you decide that I've reached
You're
50,
and
I'm
that's
too
it.
old, I don't want to do it no
Okay.
more. But I am not of that. So I said, well, the thing about me is I'm an instrumentalist. So, I'm going to be playing instruments until I die. I've already figured that out.
Yes, sir.
And me and God done make that deal. We're going to do that until then. So that's where I come from.
Yeah.
So to help them to understand that, anybody that comes to me and talk to me about what they need to do, I'll gladly sit down with them. There are some artists that won't sit down and tell you, hey, you need to do this. A lot of them, they show the end result,
Right.
but they don't show the steps
Where they
moving
go
to the
forward.
end result.
Right.
So, they get, what's the word? They get bewildered in saying, well, this is too much work. I didn't expect this. Well, guess what? Anything in life, you got to put the back into it.
Yes, sir.
You got to put your back into it, regardless of what it is. You could be a landscape artist. You got to start somewhere in order to get those big places to do your work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I sort of blame pop culture for this.
Why?
They show a lot of flashy things of now, but they don't see what the artist had to struggle to get up there to that point. So that youngster is like, oh, I could do it. Yes, you can. And I encourage you to do it. But do you know that you have
The time they put in, you put in that time.
exactly? This
Right.
isn't, they're saying a flash in the pan.
Yeah. So you say 9 instruments. What are those 9 instruments?
So, piano. I started off with piano, and then I went into pipe organ, which was sort of like my grandmother and my mother. They're very, I say, semi-religious, not like deeply religious. So, and because I grew up in the Episcopal church, which is the Anglican church, that came on board.
Yeah.
And like you could sleep in the bed on Sunday morning.
Sunday, no, you go to
Mommy gonna
church.
Make you get
Get
up and go.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
So throughout that process, I said, well, if I could play piano, maybe I could do this.
Right.
And then from there, it went into the percussion instruments, congas, bata, bongos. And then I figure, okay, when I was in music school, I saw the vibraphone and the mallet instruments, and I said I could do those things too,
Right.
because the knowledge of the vibraphone, the marimba, and the xylophone is the same thing as the piano. It's just that you're standing
can
up
work
hitting
with
it
it
with mallets,
Okay.
right? It's the same.
Yeah.
They look the same way. It's
Yeah.
just they're not black and white.
Yeah.
So I figure, yeah, I could
So
do
is it
that
with
too.
your fingers?
So the notes are basically C, B, D,
Yeah,
the
it's the same
set of
thing.
orders.
It's just that you're just hearing it sound different.
Different
Like
because
the
of the-
marimba sounds more a wood. It's got a wooden sound.
Right.
Yes.
The vibraphone has more of a metallic sound that's vibrated
Right.
with the fan underneath, and then the xylophone has a high wooden sound. It's high pitched
Pitch.
wooden sound.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then the last thing is the bass.
Okay.
And I figure, yeah,
The bass?
yeah, the bass.
Okay,
No,
okay.
I really wanted to get the upright bass, the jazz
The
bass.
jazz bass.
Yeah, but man, walking with that thing is a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so big, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And at that time, I had no car to carry that big thing. So
Okay.
most likely that thing would stay at home.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Right. So I realized, you know what? Let me stick with just, the electric bass.
Electric bass,
and,
yeah.
And go on from there.
Yeah.
And that's where it is now.
Yeah.
So where you get inspiration from to do all of these things?
My inspiration comes from me. Or watching other people do it, but it's mainly coming from me, the drive to do it.
Okay.
Because I know I want to do it.
Right.
I know I want, and I'm not going to let anybody stop me from doing it and saying, oh, well, you're spending too much time on, or spending too much money on instruments. When you reach a level like where I am right now, if I really want that instrument, regardless if it costs me $1,000 or $3,000, I'm not going to kill myself and put it on a credit card. I'm going to save and wait until that time, because the instruments is going to be there.
Right, right.
So it's just wait.
Yes,
And
sir.
when you do get it, it's worth it, because you have saved for it and you're going to play this thing. This thing ain't going to hang up on the wall like some artifact.
Yeah.
Ornament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some people got like instruments on the wall, and I'm like, she's beautiful, don't touch her. What the hell, man, you need to take that thing and play it. Yeah.
Well, one thing I must say, man, that as you're on Facebook and I'm on Facebook, I see that you're out here. you're out here, you're doing shows, and,
Yeah.
and just a variety of things. Like I said, the newest thing that I saw was that you were in church.
Mm-hmm.
What church is that?
This is the church right down the street, St. John's Anglican Church.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Gothic Cathedral.
Okay.
Right down.
So you're there every Sunday, pretty
I'm
much.
there every Sunday. I am their organist every Sunday.
Okay.
Every Sunday for whatever church events.
Okay.
You know. I'm the musician that I do everything. You know what? If there are notes, I play them.
Okay.
I don't say, okay, I'm only doing reggae music. No, whatever it is to
Yeah.
do, I will do it.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever it is.
So how'd you come about that? Getting hooked up in that, or were you always doing that?
Well, that's what my family's church.
Okay.
So, I grew up playing organ there, and they know me from there.
okay,
So
okay.
it's a natural fit to have me do it.
To do it, okay.
As opposed to having someone do it,
Yeah.
and then they're not really in
Into
tune
it.
with the
Yeah.
culture of the church and,
Okay.
what they need to do. Because even as a musician, whatever you're doing, and if you're linking with people, you have to have a vision of how your music is helping them to progress.
Mhm.
Because music is used as a tool for everything.
Yeah.
To learn multiplication table, to help you sleep at night, everything.
Mm.
Got a
Music,
universal language,
yeah,
right?
it's a universal language. So music is used as a tool. So you have to figure from your perspective of your musicianship to how am I gonna be the best for these people, or for this performance,
Okay.
or for this group that I'm in.
Okay.
And I try to get that across to my students at the high school to get them to understand that like I have a drummer. Well, I got two of them, but I got one. He plays as if he's still in the practice room doing his own thing instead of listening to the rest of us blending with him. So I have to get his mind to change, but it's slowly turning. It's slowly turning because, again, he's still thinking he's in that practice room just going off on them drums. But, brother, we're all a team.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
You
making
play for
music.
yeah, we're playing for, our audience.
Right.
You can't be going crazy on the drums.
So how the students on a whole take in this whole music thing?
Well, for me, since I decided to pick up with the jazz fusion band, they weren't really aware of what was expecting of them.
Mhm.
But I break it down to them and I said, listen, if you're gonna do it this way and we're gonna lead and you want me to be your leader, you're gonna have to humble yourself. That's number one. You gotta humble yourself and know that I am your leader and I'm not gonna lead you wrong. Because I look bad in front because they're students.
Of course.
The people are gonna say, well,
He
it's
did.
you.
Yes, sir.
It's you. You led them like that.
Okay.
So I don't ever look bad. Never. You ain't gonna make me look like no ass.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
we're gonna practice. We're gonna get it right. Even if you have to play 50 times just to get it right, or the sequence or the phrase or
Chorus.
whatever it
Right,
is,
right.
we're gonna play it and we're gonna play it slowly so that you could get it, and then we increase the tempo and the speed,
Right.
until we could get it, and then we put it with other instruments so that you know your part. It should get to a point where when you're performing, you know it so well. It's like you know your name. You don't have to think about your name.
Yeah.
You just say.
You just said, yeah.
Right, so that's how I want you to be. I want you to just play it.
Okay.
Because you've practiced this enough and you've known it,
Yeah. So you can just play it.
so you can just play
Play
it.
it.
I could have a song list of 15 songs. I may not start with number 1. I may start with number 7, depending upon the atmosphere and
Yeah,
the
right.
people that, if I feel they want something, they're bubbling, we're going to start with that. If I feel that we want to slow it down, we'll start
Start
with
with
that.
something
But
else,
it's
yeah.
not going to, and I always tell them, don't ever think that I will start with number 1.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's too easy.
Yeah, because then they'll know, okay, he's going to number 2.
Sequence,
Yeah,
yes,
no.
sir.
You got to be able, because the artist on stage, if we're backing up an artist on stage, she may come out and she may feel, she's going to tell a story and the story leads into this particular
Yeah,
song, which is
right.
number 6. And you're like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. So some of the songs that you put out in the past here in my playlist here, Brothers and Sisters.
brothers and sisters.
Okay.
That song is about men and women working together to get better.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay. In Sync.
In Sync was sort of like a love song,
Okay.
but it's more of on a reggae bubbling feel.
All these are instrumentals.
All these are instrumentals.
Okay, and then you got the what's that? Panoramic.
Panoramic dub.
Yes.
That was panoramic was done before
Okay.
in the past, about 3 years ago, before that recording.
Okay.
And I wanted to do vibraphone edition. And artists do that. That's sort of like an update to, you'll hear like a Stevie Wonder song.
Yes.
And all of a sudden you hear the 2019 version of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay. And then, of course, your newest song here, Mystify My Love,
Yes,
featuring Kendra Young.
Young.
Okay. You ready to play it?
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
I heard.
Let's go, man. So this is his new song here. It's called Mystify My Love, featuring Kendra Young. They're both here in St. Croix, Virgin Islands. Man, I heard her song. It's a good song. Let's hit it.
Mystify my life. Never ever met a man like you before. My heart's open. You mystify my
All right. We are back. That is Mystify My Love, Khadijo and Kendra Young.
Yes.
Khadijo, you have a band?
I don't have a band per se because the good musicians are always in two or three bands. That's why we need to develop more musicians. Because in the States you can find a brother right down the street.
Yes, sir.
But here, I don't know what it is. I don't think people are afraid of instruments, but it's just dedicating the time to learn an instrument.
Right.
They just feel that I should have did it when I was young. But you can learn an instrument at any age.
At any age, yeah.
At any age,
Yeah.
and it will stay with you for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to tell you too, man. I appreciate what you're doing because I see it on Facebook. You're out here, like you're recruiting.
Yeah,
You're recruiting to make music.
Yeah, I always try to collaborate with
Yes,
people,
collaborate,
and I'm
yes.
always interested in doing that because I can play instruments and stuff like that all day, but that only gives you one perspective. I want you to have sort of like a 2 or 3 dimensional thing from coming from one song.
Yes.
I'm thinking about linking up with Tizzy, a rapper.
What's his name?
Tizzy. He's on Facebook.
Okay, never
He's
heard.
a rapper. He's a rapper right down the street. Down the road.
Okay. He is a high school student or
No. He's a grown man. He's a grown man. I don't know if you've heard that I've done work with Kevin Williams, the steel pan
Yes,
kid.
yes.
I've done work with him. So, I could run the gamut. It's just that, hey, I'm ready to do it.
Yes.
But it's just that some people's schedule and time.
Yeah, it's a whole sometimes a scheduling conflict.
And you have to take that into consideration. I respect the time.
Yes.
But, right now I'm working with Stanford James. He's a steel panist.
Okay.
And
Never heard of him either.
Yeah. He's from Trinidad. And
Okay.
this guy can play.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'm linking him with the vibraphone and the marimba and see what that comes with. And, I've been studying as to how to approach it because, as you know, the steel pan is the dominant percussion instrument here in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Melodic percussion instrument in
Yeah.
the Caribbean. And for the vibraphone to come in and say, hey, I want to move over, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen because the steel pan has been ingrained into our culture coming from Trinidad and and all those places.
Yeah.
So it's just, instead of fighting them, just join them.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And join them and make music.
And join them and me. Yeah.
Okay, man. That sounds good, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
Because it's getting hot.
Yeah.
I think we're all in here in our non-AC studio. That's
One
why-
of the things that I would like to say is to all artists that are thinking about producing music or singing or playing an instrument.
So do you have like a studio?
I have like a music studio where I keep my things.
Okay.
But
you
it's
got the
not.
big-
But it's not
like the board and
studio,
all-
No.
okay.
I go to a place to do that.
Okay, I got
go
you.
to a place to do it.
Okay.
But what I was going to say was, if you're an artist and you're very serious about your work and you believe in your artistry, continue to do it because you're only getting better as time. I sounded lousy many years ago, but I knew I wanted to get better and better at my craft. Once you have made up your mind to do this, stick with it. Do not look for fame and fortune tomorrow, like in a month or two. It may not happen. And the way how music is, it's sort of like everybody's doing music, so it's hard to get people's attention to just focus on you alone, and don't think that you have to have a lot of money to produce music and do your music. Don't worry about any all those fancy stuff and videos and all of that. You need to have enough content to put out there, even if it's I don't care if it's a bathroom video. You and your guitar and whatnot, do it and make sure that it is quality.
Yeah.
And people will start to see your good works.
Yeah. Okay. How do people reach you? How do people get a hold of you on social media?
So if you want to reach me, whether it's to hire me, because I don't work for free. Them days are over.
I got you. I understand that, man.
If you want to reach me, you can reach me through Facebook or link with me on Facebook and become a friend so that you can see everything that I do and talk about, because it's not always music. I'm very I'm into social issues, a lot of social issues, and I'm also into politics with this Donald Trump thing, and I'm reading it every day because it's like we need to hurry up and move this thing on.
Yeah, real quick. Real quick.
So I'm into those things, and also you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and just leave me a message and let me know. Or if you see me, I'm here on St. Croix, and those of you who know how to get in touch with me on St. Croix, don't stalk me, but just just
reach out to you.
Reach out to me, because I've even had remarkably enough, I've even had a woman, we were coming in from Miami, and she had her wedding dress and everything ready because she wanted this Caribbean wedding, and I said, congratulations, and we're getting ready to board on the plane in a few minutes, and she had everything. She had all these boxes or whatnot that was around her, and she never thought about the music part. So I said, well,
music for the wedding?
Yeah. I said, well, where are you planning to have it? She wants a beach wedding. I'm like, okay, so have you thought about this? Well, when I get to the island, I will. I'm like, no, that's something you need to think about, just like as if you were going to think about your wedding cake, the
Everything
dress,
else, yes.
where the area is going to be. All these things you need to think about music. People often think about music as an afterthought, like, okay, we'll have
that dress.
Right. You need to really consider it, because I'll say even at funerals, the last thing you're going to hear, if you hear it, but you need to consider music as something that is very important, because it's a part of your life. Before you were born, maybe your mother was singing and she was singing and you heard the song. Yeah. So, make it happen.
All right, man. We'll leave it at that. Khadijo, man, thanks for coming through again.
Thank you, man.
And blessing us with some of your music knowledge. What you're doing. Yeah. And I appreciate what you're doing, man. I mean, I think when you first came on before the hurricane, you kind of had set a plan. You wanted to go out, and it seems like from what I see that you're doing that.
Yeah.
You're trying to make contact with people and make the music and get this kind of whole thing rolling here. Yeah. Any pushback from anybody? I mean, people just loving and
people are loving it.
They're
accepting it. I have it on all streams: iTunes, CD Baby, Spotify, and everything else. It's across in Europe as well, and people are loving it. I've even had one person message me on Instagram and tells me, make more of it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mystify type of thing. Yes, and she's like, and that's from Australia. I don't really have contact with anybody out there, but it's
but through social media.
The world is small.
Right. It's globalization is good for musicians. Good, very, very, very good. The instrument that I was playing on Mystify is it's called a melodica.
Okay.
So it's almost it's in the mind frame of Augustus Pablo back in the 60s and 70s. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So if you know about Augustus Pablo, or if you're going to find out about him, just Google the man and you'll start to see. He was the first melodica dub producer of that time in Jamaica. Yes. That brought the instrument forward on the stage towards, the audience within reggae music. Yeah. It's not used as much because, it is what it is. It fades out and then it comes back in. But, I use it because I play it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it has a nice kind of soft,
bluesy, feel to it. But it blends well with Kendra's music, and then the dub elements of it. Right. That's like a perfect recipe for success in that particular song.
Recipe for a good, perfect song, man.
Yes.
All right, man, so we'll leave it at that. Soup, any final words here, man?
Khadijo, again, it's a pleasure to have you here in the studio. Continue to produce wonderful, beautiful, inspiring music.
Yes, thank you.
I wish you enough blessings. The Most High guide you and protect you. One perfect love all the time.
That's it, man. So I want to say real quick, man, this is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. until. Check us out on our, well, let me put it this way. There are two ways to listen to our radio station, our internet radio station. You can tap into it via the TuneIn radio app. Download the TuneIn radio app first, and then search for streaming live from the VI.com radio. It'll pop up, hit play, and then you'll hear the music. It comes from right here out of our studio. You can also go to our website, streaming live from the VI.com. You get on the website, there's a tab there that says live radio. You click on that, and boom, you'll be hearing the music, man. So you think we should ask Khadijo, because, I posted that video from last week and I ain't got no response. So I'm like, is our questions too hard?
No.
So you think I should ask Khadijo? Maybe he'll win?
Well, I don't know.
So our first show, we're still doing a giveaway.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do is give away one of three $50 Office Max gift cards.
Okay.
So in order to win those, you have to answer one of two questions. And these
Yeah.
questions are about our show, what we do here. If you've been following us, you should know the answers to these questions.
Okay.
So the first question is, on April 14th of 2019, that is a significant day for us here at streaming live from the VI.com. What is that day to us? What does that day mean to us?
Your anniversary.
You're very close, but how many years?
I want to say less than 10, but it's probably around 9 years.
No.
Okay.
No. What do you think?
Good try.
Good try. Is that
Good try.
okay?
Good try.
Sue says good try, so that
Good
means
try.
you didn't
I
hit
didn't
it
get
right
it.
on the head.
Okay.
Okay. So
But you're close.
you're close. You're
Okay.
close. You're close. You're
All
real
right.
close.
All right.
So the second question is, what is our website?
Streaming live from the VI.com.
Okay.
Booyaka.
Bing, 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 bing. We got a winner. Khadijo has just won himself a $50 gift card from
That's
Office
good.
Max. We got two more cards. We're going to be giving those away
Next week.
Next week, and if no one wins next week, we're just gonna continue on. We were doing sort of a back to school kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
We started back, but you could always use.
Yeah.
You could always, and you're a teacher, so I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
You could always get
Yeah,
some
you
supplies.
always need supplies.
Right.
Yeah,
Supplies and that.
yeah.
So Khadijo is our winner.
What was the answer for the first
No,
one?
we can't tell you. We
Can't
can't tell you.
tell you. Can't tell you. Well, let's just say you were in the ballpark.
I was in the
You
ballpark.
You were in the
Yeah.
ballpark. You were
Okay.
definitely in the ballpark. Just not the right one.
You guys have a lot of content, so ultimate fans got to really keep up on it.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of content.
Yeah, I mean they're not hard questions, but they're what it is, and like Soup and I feel like if you were paying attention to what we're doing, you should be able to answer them.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
so-
I always know about you guys, so it isn't like far from my mind.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know about you guys.
Yeah.
There's that's it, people on the street knows.
Yes.
People on the street know.
Okay.
So
okay.
the community knows about you guys. So
Okay.
if they got things to advertise or to showcase or whatever, they know this is the spot to come. So
All right,
if you
man.
need to come, make sure you make
Come to the studio right here in the undisclosed location here in St. Croix, Virgin Islands, man. So on that note, we're out, man. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys next week, Tuesday. We got another special guest coming in. She's an artist. I'm not going to say who, but she should be here, and we'll just roll from there.
Yes,
so on that
sir.
note, we're out. Have a great weekend, man. Peace.